All right, we're going to start on section 2.8 real quick, and this is pretty easy. We're going to do absolute value. You've learned about absolute value in the past, haven't you? Have we done absolute value in here? I think we have done a little bit of absolute value. Value. It's supposed to be an A. I can't spell. Let's try it again. Value. There we go. What was it, the first thing we did in here? Do you remember this? If you had like the absolute value of -5, what's that equal to? What's the absolute value of 5? Yeah, how many places it is away from 0? Good. What about the absolute value of 5? That's just 5 as well. Okay. What if we did this though? I don't think we've actually solved for x with absolute value. That's the difference in what we're doing today and what we've done in the past. So for instance, if I said the absolute value of x, let's use a different number, is equal to 3. What's x equal to? That's right, it could be 3, because if I put a 3 in there, what's the absolute value of 3? It's 3, so that works, doesn't it? But I can also put in what? A -3, because what's the absolute value of -3? It's also 3. So when I have a situation like this, the absolute value of x equals 3, we actually get two answers for this, don't we? We get a +3 and we get a -3. The same thing would work for something like this. We'll just do that. Well, no. No, so what you're going to do is this. Watch this. So what is x? X is either what? You take this and you make this either positive or negative, right? So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go x plus 2 could equal 5, and x plus 2 could also equal -5. See how I did that? It could be a +3 or a -3. Well, this could be what? A +5 or a what? -5. Do you see that? So let's see if that actually works. Subtract 2 from both sides, so x is 3. Put it in here. 3 plus 2 is 5. Absolute value of 5 is 5. That works, doesn't it? Okay. Put in this. What's this? Subtract 2, so that'd be -7. So watch what happens. If I put a -7 in for this, -7 plus 2 is what? -5. What's the absolute value of -5? It's 5. So that works too, doesn't it? So we actually get two answers. We get 3 and -7. So both of those answers work for this. 3 works and -7 works. Make sense? Alright. So that shouldn't be too bad. And that's what you do when you see an absolute value. Let me do the example that's in the book. I just made that one up myself. Equals 12. Alright. So let's try this. So what do? We take this, we set it equal to +12, and we take this, and we set it equal to what? What do we do up here? Look, we set it equal to +5, and we set it equal to -5. Alright, you following along? Okay, I showed you that stuff earlier so that you could see how to do this. So it's -12. Nobody said a word. It was silence. So I didn't know if that meant you just didn't want to answer me or if you didn't know. Right? I took it as you didn't know. Alright, so you make it +12 and then you make it equal to -12, and then you just solve both of these things for m. Subtract 5 from both sides. If I subtract 5, I get a 7. Divide by -3, and there's one answer. It's -7/3. So that's one answer. Let's get another one. Subtract 5 from both sides, and we get -17. Right? Divide by -3, and we get 17/3. It's positive because it's negative/negative, and I get two answers. If you wanted to, it's not quite as easy to check as what the other problem was that I made up, but you could, right? You could put a -7/3 in for this, okay, see what it is, and actually it wouldn't be that hard because watch, 7/3, the 3 cancels out. That'd be a plus, right? Because -3, -7, that'd be a +7. That's 12, and that's a 12. Works, right? You can do the same thing here, right? You get the idea, right? Put it in here. 5 minus the 3 cancel out. It'd be 5 minus 17, right? And that'd be -12, but the absolute value of -12 is +12. It works. They both work, and I'm good to go. Let's do one more. Even if they have absolute value on both sides, we're still going to do the same thing. Let's change colors. Alright, so watch, even if they had absolute value on both sides, this will be the last one we do. And there is a rule for this. I guess I could have shown you the rule. if you have your book, it's on page 149. I don't know, but let's take a look. What we're going to do is you're almost going to kind of forget the absolute value on this left side. Okay, not when you check it back in. Okay, but as far as writing this stuff out, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 4m minus 3 equals positive this thing right here. So m plus 6. Are you with me with that? Okay, then you solve for m. But then you would write it another way. 4m minus 3 equals what? The negative of this thing. Right? Negative m plus 6. Right? Because this absolute value, one's going to be positive and one's going to be negative. Right? You've seen this twice already. Alright, so now you just go through here and then you solve for m. Subtract an m from both sides, that's 3m. Add a 3 to both sides, that's 9. So m is 3. That's one possible solution. Let's just see if that actually works. Put a 3 in for this. 4 times 3 is 12, minus 3 is 9. Absolute value is 9. Put a 3 in for this. 3 plus 6 is 9. Absolute value is 9. Yep, that works, doesn't it? Let's try this one now. 4m minus 3 equals, what's that? Negative m minus 6, right? Add an m to both sides, that's a 5m. Add a 3 to both sides, that's a negative 3. Divide by 5, so m is negative 3/5. We don't have time right now, but if you wanted to, you could take this, you could plug it in. It's not quite as easy to do in your head as what this was, but you'll find out that they both work. Yep, they both work, and both of these are your solutions. You can't just have one. You have to have them both, all right? There's an and in between them. You have to have them both. That's all there is to it. Pretty simple, isn't it? Yeah, this is an Algebra 2 topic, absolutely. Absolute valuely. All right, sorry, I tried. All right, that's it.